Hey everyone, Mike here with Marty Mike Properties at John Hart Real Estate. And normally we're in our studios doing these educational videos, but today I wanted you guys to join me behind the scenes. I want to share with you what happened with this recent closing we just had that you're not going to see on Zillow, the pitfalls we had to avoid, and how we overcame everything. So follow me. So the unit behind me was originally listed by another agent, 100,000 over market value, and you could just imagine what happened. The property did not sell. A client referred me to these home sellers, and in my initial discussion with the home seller, he asked me, Mike, why is this unit not selling? What's wrong with my unit? I've updated it, it's fully up, it should be selling. After I did my market analysis, I noticed that the current agent had priced it $100,000 over fair market value. So I had to have that heart-to-heart discussion with them, be very transparent, tell them, I'm sorry to tell you this, but the property is not worth what you think it's worth. I'm going to tell you the facts, the figures. This is the reality. It's worth $100,000 less. So upon our discussion, he agreed to list the property with me. We put it on the market at fair market value. So upon putting the property on the market, doing our marketing plan, we generate 3 offers on this property. And here's one thing that most agents don't do is we had all the buyers get cross-qualified with our lender. And to our surprise, out of the 3, 2 of them did not qualify with today's rate. So what had to happen is we had to put those 2 borrowers aside and focus on the one buyer that was technically qualified. So here's the kicker though. The buyer that was qualified was getting a grant program for 3%. They were only putting 3% down, folks, okay? But that 3% was a grant. So in other words, they're buying this property with 0% down. Being an experienced agent, when I had a discussion with that buyer's lender, the first question I asked her was, the fact that it's a 0 down program, is the HOA gonna matter in this deal? She said, Mike, by you asking me that question, I can tell you your experience, because absolutely, it's not just the borrower's qualification we're focusing on. We're focusing on the building. If the building doesn't have proper reserves, if there are any litigations, if there are more tenants than homeowners, the program will not work. The buyer cannot qualify, even though they're financially qualified based on their income and assets and credit score. We can't lend because the building doesn't qualify. So what we did was we did the due diligence up front, checked everything with the HOA. To our luck, the good news was the HOA was in great standing, and that helped us close this deal. The point I'm trying to make with this video is, if you're thinking about selling, do your due diligence. Don't rush into hiring the first agent or the second agent that quotes you the highest price. Look into their track record, look into their experience as far as, do they even have lending knowledge? Because at the end of the day, it's not about just putting the home on the market. The marketing is one aspect to attract buyers, but you also have to have enough knowledge to understand, are they going to even qualify? Will you be able to close escrow? Because the last thing you want to do is open escrow, 2-3 weeks later the deal falls apart because the agent didn't do their due diligence. That's the point. So we ended up selling this unit for $480,000, and the best part was that it was still the highest sold in this complex. We did the job the right way, and we also got our client to the finish line. So if you're thinking about buying a home in 2025 or thinking about selling a property this year, reach out to me. Let's have a discussion. We'll share our knowledge with you, and at the end of the day, you decide what's best for you. I'm Mike with Marty Mike Properties at John Hart Real Estate. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.